40 years ago, 50 years ago, 100 years ago, primarily the seekers were Indians. When they went to an ashram, they understood you're sleeping on the floor, you're bathing in cold water, you're going to the toilet in the jungles. The very, very few foreigners who came were foreigners who truly had left everything behind, wanted to leave everything behind, and come. Today, what you've got, and it's not just foreigners, it is Indians as well, but it's primarily foreigners, is people who want to be comfortable. They want to have an attached bathroom. They want to have running water. They want that running water to be hot in the wintertime. And yet, they're deeply spiritual seekers. And the fact that they want an attached bathroom and hot water does not diminish the intensity of their spiritual seeking. Facilities are basic, and yet everything that you need is there. The rooms have attached bathrooms. The majority of the rooms have Western-style toilets. So the majority of the guest rooms for people from abroad have Western-style toilets. They've got running water, they have electricity, they have hot water. The majority of them have views either of the Ganga or the river. They're very, very comfortable. No TVs, none in the whole ashram. There's nobody here who's going to force you to take part in an activity, to chant a particular mantra, to sit for a particular puja. Nobody's going to come to your door and say, this is starting, you have to come. We encourage people to engage in spiritual activities. Now, those may vary. For example, people may already be on a spiritual path. They may say, I want to come and spend 10 days in silence. I have a mantra, I have a spiritual practice, I have a meditation, I have yoga. I want to just be in my room or on the banks of Ganga, doing my mantra, doing my meditation. I'll come and have my meals once a day, and that's my sadhana that I want to do. We'll say, fine. Nobody's going to say, oh, but how dare you miss the yoga class. This person is clearly in sadhana. Somebody else may come and say, I'm not much of a sitter. I don't like to sit for meditation. I don't chant japa. I want to serve. I feel closest to God when I'm serving. I'd like to work with the children. I'd like to, help in the office. I'd like to work with this project or that project. I'll say, great. They'll come, we'll give them work, and they'll do it. Ashram activities, the ashram has a schedule in which people are welcome to participate in as much of it as they'd like. It varies during the course of the year, actually. There are standard things. We have prayers from 5 to 6 in the morning. There's a satsang that takes place around 9:30 or 10, depending on the season. Again in the afternoon, around 3. Then we have our most beautiful and most famous Ganga Aarti in the evening, which is at sunset. That we encourage everybody to take part in. It's phenomenal. We also have many yoga classes and meditation classes that vary during the course of the year depending on what course is running at that time, what classes are running, what teachers here. But again, if somebody comes and they say, I'd like to be on a spiritual path, but I don't know where to begin, we would encourage that person, go to these classes, go to these satsang, take this, participate in the Aarti, participate in Yagna, come and meet with Puja Swamiji, you can get some guidance. Swamiji's goal is to reach out and to touch people, literally, as many people from as many walks of life as he can. Touch them with what? Touch them with God. Not with making them disciples, not with making them sign on a dotted line, not with making them part of a particular organization. We have no membership. We have not. The people will call and they'll say, I want to become a member. We don't have membership. Come and you're a member. Come be with us and now you're with us. When it was built, it was in the middle of the forest. So at its heart and soul, it is an ashram in the middle of the forest. when it was founded, when it was created, both by the founder, Swami Shukdevanandaji Maharaj, and even in the 70s, when the present spiritual head, Swami Chidanandaji Maharaj, came, there was nothing. It was jungle. I mean, Swamiji talks about when he comes, it was snakes and scorpions, and how you had to sleep with your shawl literally underneath your feet because the scorpions would fall on you in the night. So the city of Rishikesh has boomed around the ashram. I do believe, though, actually, that at its heart and soul and in its core system, it really is an ashram in the middle of the woods.
To watch more, log on to www.erosentertainment.com.